Shit. Damn. Damn. I can see the bags in my eyes up close. Whew. Don't mind the look, y'all. If y'all only knew, it's been rough for me. Gotta put this new phone in the case. Excuse me, y'all. Oh, all right, that's better. I can see better. Everybody, how y'all doing? Let me set this right here. I'm recording on my new phone here, so everything may be crazy. Can y'all hear me okay? All right. I'm switching phone covers. I don't like this one here. I joined the live like you assemble the Power Rangers. Go, go, Power Rangers. I used to love the Power Rangers. Hey, so everybody, so again, uh, I just to let you guys know, I'm gonna be talking about something quite unpopular to some, but I want you guys to really understand it's not the way I think. I don't give a fuck really, but it's not how I feel about things. But I just want to get you guys to know the truth about what's going on in this world. So I was talking to a single mother not too long ago. Great conversation, good people all day long. And when I was talking to her, we were talking about the draft, and we were talking about the political climate in the United States and all that other stuff right there. And I told myself, what is the spiritual component to this thing? Because everything is always spiritual. It's never really physical flesh and blood. But then I said, you know what? This is a spiritual thing that's going on in the United States, with the North versus the South, black versus white, gender versus gender, that everything in that vein that comes with it. So I was like, man, it has to be something there. So, woo, listen, I got these bags under my eyes because I've been at the hospital a lot with my sister, y'all, and now my uncle passing away in Haines City, so it's a lot on me. So, but I know I got to create content for you guys. That's what I do. Well, so she was concerned about the draft. She was concerned about the draft, the military draft. Because all over the internet, the military finna issue the draft again for children. Now, the video I done prior, to which I want to just state out there, for the content creators that's biting the shit that I'm talking about, man, it is very much cool for you to do. It's very much cool for you to talk about this because it's a trending topic. But again, don't this is just personal. The person know who I'm talking about. Don't go out there and tell somebody else on somebody else's platform that I'm stealing your shit. Cause I'm not on social media that much other than when I'm doing the Baron stuff. So no, I'm not following you. I'm not stealing your shit. On the controversy, you'll come out and regurgitate and then you'll say, okay, oh, then you'll point the finger. And I ain't gonna say no name because I ain't trying to start no beef, but they want to point the finger and say I'm taking their shit. Trust me. When I talk about something, I talk about something. But that's neither. You can use the shit, bro. Just don't go talking dirty on somebody else's social media platform. That ain't even me and your energy. But back to this right here. So a couple of the other day, I was talking about how we need to start trying to understand the youth and what they going through and how they trying to navigate their life and raise their kids and navigate from being teens to adults And it's that 30 on down crowd, really, but it can affect people as old as me and you, Generation X energy. But so after talking to my friend, this mama, she was worried about her boy being drafted and all that shit there, because if you're not knowing, they bringing the draft back. And if we go to war, America really is bringing the draft back. Research, okay? Project 2025, all that shit there. Research, you'll have to serve in some form of government capacity in order to make babies, in order to be a citizen, in order to do all that type of stuff. So again, I'm finna talk about some controversial shit. How you feel about it, you feel about it. Whatever political party you sway on, that's on you. But here is it. So now there's this thing. So talking to the before I get into the other stuff, talking to the mother, she was saying, like, hey, I wonder if they could bring the job back. I wonder if my boy could go to the military. And they say, hey, if you got an only son, or one child, that child can't go to the military. The government won't allow that child to go to the military. So I put some in perspective to her, and people pay attention to what I'm gonna say. Whether you fall on this shit I'm talking about, deal with it yourself. So now you remember when all these pronouns start becoming available to the world. All these pronouns, they let you, I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's up to 72, 73 of them now. I don't get it. You can be a yiffin pronoun. You can identify as a cell phone. You can identify as a cat, a giraffe, a zebra. You can identify as a space lover. I don't know how the shit work. Not my world. So they saying you can identify, but let's be G. The one thing that the government is pushing in their bill, the other gender identity that the government is pushing in their bill, are birthing person and birthing people. Pay attention to what I'm going to say now. This is no epic story. This is no epic movie in my head. This is real political science and societal norms. So they're saying that there's no such thing as the word woman anymore. You're cisgender, you're cis woman, you're all that type of shit. They are not saying that, okay, you are a parent anymore. Notice the key words they took out of the energy. Parent. They can't say you're a mother to a child. You are a birthing person. They call it being inclusive. Now listen to what you're saying. Let's get back into this whole draft thing. You follow me? So if a mother, back in the day when I was growing up, my great grandma, if a keyword mother, had one son, one only son left, all the other boys can go, but they would leave that baby boy home to work the farm, to tend to the women, to do all that shit. They would leave that mother, one son, or they would leave that mother, one daughter. But if the concept of mother is no longer there and you become a birthing person, do I got to leave that birthing person an assistant? Because technically, she's not woman, classified as woman. She's not classified as mother. She's classified as a birthing person. So a birthing person makes you an object, a incubator, makes you a robot or drone, makes you a thing. It doesn't give you no linear rights to that particular entity that you pushed out your belly, out your vagina, and such on, that sat in you 9 months. You are a birthing person. So now, roll with me here. If my military is going, and all the real masculine fighting motherfuckers, even the women that kick ass in the military, got that. If all of them turn their back and stop going to the military because they say, hey, we don't want to rock with this government. They're doing atrocious things over the world. So they enter the draft, people. And they say, well, goddamn it, I only got one son and you can't send him off. Hold up, that's not your son. Pronoun. You're not that individual's mother. You're the person who birthed him. You're a birthing person. So we don't have to leave a birthing person at home with you so we can take him and fill our ranks. Are y'all getting it yet? Are y'all getting it yet? See, again, I don't care where you put your dick or what you set your pussy on. That's not important. The thing that's important is the verbiage, the language, how you identify yourself. Now, it's cool to identify as a them, they, that, the, and all around the globe. It's cool, cool, cool. But the one thing your ass should not take out of the equation is mother and father. But Baron, listen to this shit. If I stick to the claim that I am a mother, that will go against the narrative that, I'm a them or they. I'm really saying that I'm a woman. Or if I say that I'm the father of that child, I'm giving myself a gender specific role. So let's take that out to be inclusive in all the languages. And guess what you do when you become inclusive in all the languages? You lose all rights and reserved to your personal personality. See, they got the shit backwards on you, people. They're making you think you're coming up with your own identity. You're just free will, doing whatever you want to do. I get it. I get it. Love who you love. The heart wants what the heart wants. The body desire what the body desire. The brain get turned on by what the brain get turned on, baby. I like motherfucking feet and tits and ass. I love it. I love it. Good Lord. I like vagina. I love the shape, the cut. I love the poop part that go over the bit. I love all that shit there. That will turn me on. But I am not gonna refer to my person that I'm trying to screw up on, fuck up on, as a them, they, it. No. Come to that bed, you her, you she, your woman, your lady. Let's not get that shit confused. But if you're gonna make a baby with me and you're gonna have my motherfucking child, I'm not gonna get a birthing person pregnant. I'm gonna get a woman pregnant. I'm gonna get a female pregnant. You're gonna be my baby mama. You're gonna be my lady. Reason why I want y'all to get that mother in your brain and stop being brainwashed with the shit they making it seem like it's your identity you're drawing out, but what it is, it's your identity that they are extracting. Now, I don't. The evangelicals can say it up there and say it's a demonic practice. It's of the God, of Jesus, and put your religion back in your ass. Put it back in your little motherfucking bottle. That shit don't mean nothing. I'm talking about a mentality of where they're going to take your children away from you because you wanted to be inclusive in this motherfucking world. You wanted to be part of the inclusive few to which the person who you give birth to, hell, let alone adopt. Some people can't make babies. So this is for them too. Let's say you can't even make a baby, can't push it out, never had. So you go and adopt. You are not adopting because you can't be a birthing person. Now you're an adoptive parent. And if you're an adoptive parent and you only adopt one kid and you don't want that kid to go off to war to fight, to die in a foreign country, that's my only baby. You didn't have the baby. You purchased the baby, or we paid you to raise this baby from an adoption agency. So therefore, if we need this 1927 on down baby to come and join this military force to fight for us, by all means, we can take that baby. Because guess what? You can go adopt another one. You should not have no attachment because you are a product now. Y'all follow me here? I hope y'all getting it now. Keep in mind, I ain't trying to offend nobody. I'm just telling you how the shit works in my mind and what I'm seeing and how this shit is going to end up. Now, for all y'all mamas out there that got kids, I got kids. My son is military. That's all my kid want to do is go overseas and kick ass. Right now, he's over there in Israel fighting for the U.S. government right now. Fuck how I feel about it. That's what he doing. That's his mission. You think they cared about taking my boy over there? My boy joined to be homebound type shit. They shipped him. I feel for the boy safety every day, but I pray harder. Okay? What if that shit don't matter no more? Pay attention. With us allowing the whole I'm not debating your gender, people, what the fuck you like to fuck on. I don't care, man. Go for it. There's been bisexual people, people that like men in my family, and people that like women. My sister, I call her Big Bot. She never had a penis in her life. I love that girl. But people, think about this shit. If they take away who the fuck you identify as truly and say you are a birthing person, they can take the one thing that you can create on this planet is a baby. They can take it away and you become a birthing person, you become nothing. So then they'll say, desensitize yourself. Desensitize yourself. That's not your kid. Now, I remember there was this TV series made by some Brazilian actors. Pay attention to what I'm finna tell you. There was the TV series made by these Brazilian actors called 3%. I watched it about 3 years ago. It was called 3%. So everybody, the lights had went out, post-apocalyptic bullshit. Everybody, but they had this island where technology, food, everything went beautiful. But you had to play these mind games and puzzles to get to this island. It was the thing, and only the 3% of the whole entire population could make it to this island. But once you made it to the island, listen to how the shit go. Once you made it to the island, you did not have a mother anymore. You did not have a father anymore. You had to be sterile. You couldn't make babies. You you could not. Your son is not identified as your son. So guess what? If you desire to screw on your son, you can do that. Your mother is not your mother anymore. If you desire to screw on your mama, you can do that. Your sister is not your sister anymore. If you desire to screw on your sister, you can do that. Now that was in the movie. I hope y'all paid attention. Go back and watch it. Cause I remember the dude, he said, I had no, the lady. She wasn't one of the detectives talking through that ring with her finger. She cool too. I like her. She was a badass. She said, I remember I had a son once. And then when she ran into her son, which is Martino, something like that, and she said, you were my son once. And he said, I know I was your son once. And he started calling her by her name. The grandfather comes up there and said, sit down. You are all part of this family. They didn't want to listen to him because they said he went against the rule that there was no such thing as family. She didn't even say that was her son. He said, you was my birthing person. So over there, you can have sex, do whatever you want with anybody at any time because there was no family culture. There was no nothing. It was just gone. Now, people, I'm not the smartest egg in the goddamn refrigerator, but if we don't put a stand at something, we won't know who the fuck we are in the future. And they're gonna start by taking the kids. They are wrecking these children's brain, stressing them the fuck out, these youngsters, stressing them the fuck out, telling them that they ain't shit, that they can't amount to shit, that they shouldn't be like their mama, they shouldn't be like their daddy, they shouldn't be like their grandparents, they have no culture, they have no this. And they'll sit up there and say, this is your only option is to sit up here and become a pronoun. Don't have kids. If you have them, they won't be yours. The orphanarium's gonna get them. Live your life. Do as you will. But that's that. Now that little shit I just said, that's part of the draft, people. That's the new draft that they're gonna be acting. Keep in mind, you got Agenda 2025 coming up where they're gonna stop all programs, all Title I, all shit. Government gonna be whoever in that presidency gonna be able to make any things and make shit legal. Whoever gets that presidency. So now they say, oh, the Republicans or the far conservatives want uh, Project 2025 to be in place. Well, I'm pretty sure the Democrats too want, the leftists want that shit too. Because if that's the law of the land, whoever presides at the presidency, they can appoint who they want to be in charge. So I can appoint my best homeboy to be in charge. I can appoint my homeboy from third grade college fraternity brother, woo woo rah rah, ish boom bah, to be head of motherfucking secretary of food. And the bitch ate pizza his whole motherfucking life. So you see how it's going? So what if I get somebody that's a birthing parent who done lost their child to the war, who's got a chip on their motherfucking shoulder, and say, well, I want all kids at the age of 16 to join the military. I don't give a fuck. Well, the lady only had one baby. I don't give a fuck. Put a rifle in his hand, put some boots on his feet, and send him to motherfucking war. Now, guess what? There's nobody else to reproduce. There's no heir coming to that house. Now, if you got a fortune and you don't have a motherfucking heir, guess where your fortune go? To the state. See, I look at the shit in a big picture. This ain't no epic movie, people. This is just how I fucking feel. This is a land grab, a money grab. This is a resource grab. And they're tricking us into not giving a fuck about who we truly are, where we truly come from, or the parents that gave birth to us, or the people who cared and reared us. Oh, I'm not done. That's just that. Let's get off that. If you ain't get it from that, don't know how to help you. So let's go into the next thing I want to talk to you guys about. Now, keep in mind, everything is spiritual, right? Spiritual context here. But sometimes some shit is very earthly because we got to have a balance in the both. Now, there are laws being written to allow foreigners who come to this country illegally and pay attention to what I'm saying. It shakes way people who come to this country illegally. We done worked our ass off here, and trust me, the American dream is American dream. I get it. I get it. Come here to better yourself. I get it. Do it the right way though. That's how I feel. But if you done came to the country illegally, which I think is an invading force, I'm just gonna not throw no bones at this bitch, which I think is a military grade style invasion force. And now if I can't own a gun until I'm 21 or so, or if my uncle and them got a felony, they can't own a gun and all this other shit. But you're sending me somebody from another country who you don't know their mental health, you don't know who their allegiance to, you don't know what's going on with that person, but then they could sign a law into our government to give them access to firearms and say, hey, they can, as illegal immigrants, as long as your name is down, you need to be able to protect yourself in this country. Why would they do some shit like that, people? Ask yourself that question. Why would they do something like that? If this is not a military fighting force to help understand that they need to be able to tote these high-powered rifles and handguns on our land and soil. You see, I look at the bigger picture. So now they finna reinstate the draft. You can't be an American citizen unless you can join the military, right? Unless you're gonna fight for us. The black and white folks, the brown folks, everybody that came over here when it was hard to be illegal immigrants, they came over here and they did their time. They've been over 20, 30 years and they done worked up, got their citizenship. And now their resources are being taken. Our resources are being taken. So now they the bad guys. But now everybody coming over here are the good guys, right? And we don't know shit about them. We don't know their affiliation. And they coming over here in the millions. Now, there's echoes of civil war on the brink. Whose side you gonna choose, huh? Whose side you gonna choose, they say. Are you gonna be with the North or South? Fuck that. Are you gonna be with the Democrats or the Republicans? Fuck that. You're gonna be with the left or the conservatives? Fuck that. They trying to, again, railroad us into an ideology that there is no such thing as self or us. There's only this collective party. So now, if y'all been watching my channel, when I get political, y'all understand something. I don't give a fuck that Jesus Christ got turned black. The words are still manipulated and mistreated. So I can't trust the Christ God. I can trust what I feel in my spirit and my soul, my dreams and my divine connections and my ancestors because I know who it is. But wait, if I can't see my mama as my mama, y'all paying attention, keep the fuck up, people. If I can't see my mama as my mama anymore, and I can't see my daddy as my daddy anymore, how long will I have a connection to my ancestor, to the one thing that make me who I am, to my genetic makeup, to my mental makeup, to my spiritual makeup? Do you see where we going with this shit, people? See, everybody want to jump on here and they want to look at, take little sound bites and bits and pieces. Oh, he hate this. He hate that. While right, y'all falling around on your fucking knees, blowing the goddamn cocks and pussies of the people who taking y'all down and fucking y'all over. Pay attention. If you don't have an identity of who you are, how the fuck you gonna understand where you come from, people? Now, back to this word birthing person. That's not my mama, that's my birthing person. I don't need to know anything about her. I don't need to know anything about them. Then you wonder why you motherfucking can't sleep at night, because you ain't exercise these old demons in your family, because you don't identify as that, you don't identify that person over there as your mama, your daddy, your grandmama, your auntie. They my birthing person, and they are related to my birthing person. So you don't register as a human anymore. Because they say we, if we don't have a soul, if we don't have a conscience, if we don't have a link to our past, we become zip, zot, zero, nothing. See, now this is not just about black and white, people. Y'all got to understand, everybody look at this shit and say, oh, this is a black rhetoric. You got to understand that they fucking with the white folks like this too. They fucking with the Mexicans like this too. They fucking with the Spanish like this too. Fucking with the Hindu Indians like this too. They fucking with everybody, people, because they want you spiritually dead inside. They don't want you to be able to look back. And again, I go back to the energy that our youngsters are catching it worse than us. I'm Generation X, baby. I was born in the 70s. I ain't shit. We had Game Boys, Nintendo. We didn't have shit, people. We didn't have shit. We drunk out of water hose. Our walls had lead paint on the bitches. Our principals used to paddle us in school. We got beat up. And if we lost a fight, they brought us down there to get beat up for 3 days straight until the person say, listen, I want to be your friend. And that person remained our best friend throughout life. Done kicked our ass every day at fucking school. We understood what a bully was because we was the bullies. We learned. We had a mama. We had a daddy that sat up there and understood that if I don't make this person tough and let this person know where they come from, then they doomed. Your grandmama sit on the porch, no matter how bad your life was, you knew old family photos around your motherfucking house. You had a stake at who you were, where y'all came from, the car they drove, how cool they were, the pimp hats, the pimp suit, the fly dressing, the liquor on the street, the wine, all that shit. You knew it. Some of it. Now you can walk into any house in America right now from somebody at the age of 32 on down. I'm calling this shit, and I dare you. 32 on down, where the pictures on the wall at? Where's the old grandma picture sitting in the corner with the teacup and the whatnot shelf? Where's the figurines at? Your identity is being erased. Why? Because you want to be part of Mardonia? It's a real word. I ain't make that up. People, you see how they are erasing us? All because they want us to be so inclusive. Love who you love. Fuck who you want to fuck. But keep your fucking identity. See, people, I get pissed off. I get pissed off and I hate the fact that because of cancel culture, you can't really say what you need to say. Because everybody's so sensitive and they got they dick and they pussy all jammed up in their own goddamn private part. Bitches nuts ain't dropped yet, but goddamn it, I don't give a fuck no more. Because they are killing our kids. And I ain't talking about the babies coming up in high school and college. Because surprisingly, the 18-year-olds, the 16-year-olds, the 17-year-olds, them motherfuckers are literally sitting up there counseling the parents. Say I'm wrong. Your 15-year-old teaching you how to use a goddamn iPhone, an iPad, and a computer. I couldn't program this bitch. I forget the Wi-Fi passcode. I have to call my kids. I'm sad in the house. They counseling me. It's gonna be all right, Dad. You got this. I see where you struggle from. You got this. I got your back. They counseling me. But wait till you get up there to that 21, all the way up to that 30. They lost. Want me to tell you how they lost? Because they done pumped that shit that they ain't shit. That they are too damn inclusive. That they need to be part of the collective. And you wonder why you can't exercise these demons and these negative energies off your ass while you're running to the internet to get goddamn spell off of Temu and TikTok and every fucking body else just to try to ease your situation when a lot of that shit can be eased if you just thunder your ass back and look into your family history and say, well, Auntie Poochie had a drinking problem. Me and Auntie Poochie got the same birthday. We the same zodiac sign. We grew up in the same house that Auntie Poochie lived in, and I'm living in her room that she used to live in with Grandma. So could it be that Auntie Poochie's spirit done got on me? Could it be that Auntie trying to come back through me and talking? This is why I have her mannerism. Maybe she looking for help. See, but y'all don't want to look at that shit because guess what? We're too damn inclusive. It's a mental thing, right? Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all ain't gonna get me. Y'all gonna go about, y'all gonna watch this shit, and y'all gonna say that motherfucker out of his mind. He crazy. Too much spiritual goop loop going on. He in that closet meditating too motherfucking much. And it done drove him mad. I ain't suicidal. I ain't crazy. I ain't mad. I'm just trying to put y'all ass on game of how our youth are losing themselves. How we are losing ourselves. When you see a motherfucking grandma, 70 years old, twerking, and you ask her, where'd she get that from? Oh, my great grandma was a great dancer. I'm pretty sure in the Roaring 20s, your great grandma wasn't tooting that ass up. Oh, shit. Don't classify me as old. Don't nothing get old but clothes. No. Why aren't you setting the example? Back to what I was saying. A lot of y'all can't get these demons out y'all ass because you don't identify as nothing no more. You want to be so fucking inclusive, and you know what comes with inclusivity? I got an accent, so I have to say that word and break it down in syllables. I probably still fucked it up. But you know what come from being so inclusive with everybody on the planet? You know what come with that? All day motherfucking demons. All they motherfucking demons, all they motherfucking issues, all they motherfucking woes, sorrows, and concerns. You know that? Did you ever think that? I want to be part of the inclusive gang. So goddamn it, so I'm gonna tap my energy into Mary. Mary been fucked, raped all her life. She has the energy of the spirit on her. But I'm gonna be so inclusive that I'm gonna identify with her. Pay attention. Keep up. I'm gonna identify with Mary and everything she done been through. And you wonder why a bitch come rubbing on your ass when you don't want to. Because you're not separated. You done identified, you done included yourself in that motherfucker's energy. You wonder why you go around somebody, you get the urge to want to motherfucking just crack a bitch skull. You just angry. You the happiest person in Disneyland. And you wonder why you so motherfucking angry at the world when you come around some person. Because they fucking angry. But because you want to be so fucking inclusive, you done picked up on that person's energy. You can't blame the devil for that. You can't blame that person for that. I blame you because you can't stand up for who the fuck you are. You want to go along with the narrative and be so inclusive that you forget yourself. How they say in the old English, let me show you how smart I am. You find yourself wanting. You find yourself wanting. Why would they say that? You forget yourself. You must find yourself wanting. You forget yourself. These words, these are phrases. You forget yourself and you find yourself wanting. Wow. So why are you forgetting yourself? Again, they're going to mask this shit as nobody wants you to love or fuck on who you want to fuck on. We don't care about that shit no more. We don't care about that. There's so much of that shit going on now. It's commonplace. We don't care. But when you forget your identity and you forget where you come from and you forget what made you you, your pain, your suffering, and if you forget what made you you, then you will forget how to defend against that shit. If you know you got drugs and drinking in your family, why the fuck you gonna sit up there and take that bottle to your fucking mouth? If you know you come from a family of fucking people who done committed murder, unaliving, why the fuck would you sit up there and buy a handgun, buy a knife, or put yourself in a situation to lose your temper? If you know you come from a family of people who are poor, why the fuck would you move in the ghetto? You see where we going? You see how this shit is going? But they say be inclusive. You know better than this one. That sounds pretty communistic to me. And then to go on another rant that I'm finna bust up in your ass right here. You know, did it? They sitting up there selling this shit on our news that Russia, China is the best thing that American black man got going for themselves, that the Asiatic is the best thing a black man can do. Americans need to respect China, Russia, Japan, and all that shit there. People, if we lose whatever footing we have made in this country, we're going to be at the bottom for the next 400 years. Let me explain. If you have no identity of who you are, where you come from, you're going to do some whole shit. You're going to do some dumb shit. You're going to be in a situation, in a place to where you can't understand, make up your mind, or have nowhere to go. On my timeline, and I kid you not, I liked 3 of the posts on my timeline on TikTok, and I looked at it. And I don't know how that shit got in my algorithm, but I'll tell you. So it was a soldier of a Chinese, an Asian soldier. I want to say Chinese, Korean. I don't know the difference. Y'all got to forgive me. So there was an image of this military age soldier, and he was going through these metal detectors. He was going through the metal detectors, and it beep, 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 beep. So the European English Airport One people, security, they made a joke like, get your ass back through. They made him take off his clothes, his belt, his shoe, and then they wore the one and they beat him again. So then he rolled up his pant leg and showed that he had been shot and he had military service. He was wounded in the war. Everybody stopped and saluted him. Then they played this dramatic music. Doom, doom, doom. Then when the camera panned off, you see the little Asian girl in the corner holding a white teddy bear in her hand. She's saluting. Why would they do some shit like that, people? That's propaganda programming your motherfucking ass to sit up there and see anything other than you as the hero. Now, when the fuck do you remember back in the day when they wanted us to join this Generation X? Remember when we was in our 20s, 21, 22? They wanted us to join the military. They had all them big buff black brothers jumping out of planes with holding guns big as they dicks. And they saving lives. And they had the white soldier, the white boy, Marine jarhead come pick up the little baby holding a cat in his hand too. And he'll get on the plane and salute. You don't see none of that American propaganda no more. You don't see Americans doing anything proper for the world. I remember seeing nothing but Air Force pilots, black, white, the American flag, all over the bitch. Now I'm seeing Asian soldiers. Like, and then in one goddamn commercial, these commercials are good. They bring me to fucking tears now. The one little Chinese man, it was the soldiers going, they were marching, they had their military equipment, and they had to cross this river. The bridge was out. All the motherfuckers that's picking rice in the marsh in the farm, They all jumped in the water with some boards over their head. They grabbed the board off the ground, jumped in the water with the board over their head, put them up like this, put them on their head, and the military soldiers ran on top of their head with the board. Just so they can keep transforming. Then the last military man to cross the motherfucking river on the old lady head, he turns around and he picks her up out the water. And he salute her, and her old ass salute him back. And then the music dramatically play. Dun, dun, dun. And then the camera pan over to a young motherfucking boy that was too short to get in the water, but you got the jet. And he's sitting up there in the distance like this with the Asian man. America, why you ain't making propaganda shit like that? Why you ain't making me proud to fight? The police department, law enforcement, on the boots on the ground in America. Why y'all ain't doing shit like that, making me want to be part of this goddamn country? The Asian man could come down my TikTok and do that. Why y'all ain't doing it? Where is the pride in who you are? Fuck the country. Let's get rid of that. Where's the pride in who you are as a man? Where's the pride in who you are as a woman? Fuck it. Where's the pride in who you are as transgender? Where's the pride in who you are if you decided to be part of the LGBTQ plus community? Where's the pride? Other than marching and parading and reading books. You see what they doing? They trying to get y'all to fight a certain goddamn way and to think a certain way that you lose the motherfucking real fight, keeping the democracy and the independence at your motherfucking home. Keeping y'all inclusive in your shit that you're supposed to be inclusive to. Now, again, that's going to go over somebody's head. Y'all ain't going to get that motherfucking picture. Y'all going to think that's hate rhetoric, which it ain't. Stop letting people tell y'all how to motherfucking think. Be who the fuck you want to be. Feel how you want to feel. Fuck who you want to fuck. But at the end of the day, know who the fuck you are. Know where you come from. And know where the fuck you're going. Or else your ass gonna have to sit in a goddamn river with a goddamn Asian man running on your motherfucking neck. People, our country done some rough shit. I get it. Our country is supporting somebody that I don't agree with. I fucking get it. But this is the only country I know. This is the only place I know how to navigate. So we change this bitch from the inside by changing our thought process. It ain't no more black and white war. It ain't no more cultural differences. There is no more gender specific roles. There is no more fighting amongst each other. There is no man and woman battle. There is no black and white. I'm telling you, people, get that shit over your ass. Think how you want to think, believe what you want to believe. But at the end of the motherfucking day, you're gonna have to be able to thunder back to something to know who you are. I'm just trying to help. I see it, people. I'm a counselor outside of the Baron. I counsel. I hear the pain in these young people's eyes. I see the pain in their eyes and I hear it in their voice. I hear when they tell me they don't know what they want to do. I hear the young men sitting up there saying, yeah, I love whoever loved me. How the fuck? When the fuck did we ever get to the point where a young man can't choose who he want to love? He just want to love whoever love him. I hear my young sisters. Whoever treat me right, I don't care what the pronoun is. As long as they treat me good, I'm happy. When the fuck did you lose the ability to choose? Who put you in a motherfucking coffin in a box and killed your energy and killed your dream where you can't choose who the fuck you want to love, who you want to fuck on you? You just go for whoever that makes you feel whole, decent, and respectful? Sound like a puppeteer to me. Sound like a clown, a clone, a goop. Somebody without a goddamn brain, without a frontal lobe. The fuck you mean whoever loves me, I love them? No, I'm choosy as fuck. I'm picky as a motherfucker. If you ain't in the package I want, I ain't fucking with you. If you ain't coming specific how I want you, I don't want to fuck with you. I'm not finna just be inclusive to you just to make you feel good. Fuck that. But when I counsel these kids, whoever loves me, whoever treats me like a person, you can't tell them treat yourself like a person. Love yourself and all that shit'll come to you. I can talk like this because I done been through my little counseling session. I done been through my little madness point. I done went through the shit and I did the work. And it hurts me to feel the energy of the people out there who ain't done the work, people who lost. But our youngsters, they ain't got nobody to run to. They the lost ones. They lost. You wonder why everybody clicking up and making videos of rappers holding guns and shooting and shit. You wonder why so many of these youngsters, girls and guys becoming rappers and shit. But that's the only way to get their pain out, because they want somebody to hear them. Back in our day when we had pain, we had poetry. We had the spoken word. It's the same thing, just a little bit more ratchet, because now the pain is a little bit more because they being bombarded with the social media and shit all over the fucking world. Content. They don't know what God to serve. They don't know what parent to love. They don't know what friends to trust. They don't understand what TV shows is myth and what is real. And then the shit's so bad, our old ass is in competition with them. Now we want to love their music more than they love it. We want to fuck on the women and the men they fucking on, leaving them with nothing. Been there, done that shit. I'm telling you, people, I want to be president of the United motherfucking States of America. I use this shit against me when you see me on that ballot box. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to win. We overlooking them because we trying to be them, because we don't have an identity. We grew up with our grandparents. We understood Big Mama, Mama, and Pep Pep and Pop Pop and all that shit there. We understood them. The younger generation, they don't understand it. They grandma is me. I'm still a motherfucker. I'm still an asshole. I'm still a shit kicker. I'm still out there in the dating pool. I'm still out there navigating this fucking world. I got my problems and my demons to deal with. You can't look to me always for the shit. But goddamn it, the shit I have learned, it is my responsibility to educate and teach them. Because the propaganda getting their ass. I'm finna hit you with some people. I'm talking right. Give a fuck if you like it or not. But you need to understand. I love Japanese animation cartoons. I love it all. God damn it, I love it. I like to see the motherfucker come out there with the samurai sword, cut a bitch down. He blink his eye, the little screen go black and it turns white, everything. Bing! Motherfucker busting a million pieces off of one goddamn 1 second sword move. He boom, bust. Motherfucker jump up and down, slide down a wall, flip over 3 fucking times, transform into a monster, get his ass kicked, come back, transform into a bigger monster and kick everybody's ass. They antagonists, and I love that shit. But what I didn't realize until I just sat down and thought, because I got out there and I'm in my backyard exercising, jumping up and down, I didn't see me on that screen powering up like Goku, Super Saiyan mode. I saw the Asian man, the man who created Goku. I saw the motherfucker who created Inuyasha swinging a sword. I didn't see me. Now imagine these young people that's watching this Japanese animation and shit, and they identifying with that. That's their culture. That's their religion. That's their identity. We used to make fun, and and again, it is what it is. We used to make fun of the little emo and goth kids growing up, and the 45 and up, 50s, 60s. We used to make fun. We used to see them people come with the all black on, black lipstick, earring in their nose, and the hair hanging over their fucking face, and they walking with the head down, acting like robots and shit. Edward Scissorhands energy and shit. Man, that motherfucker serial killer, that motherfucker crazy, man. Stay away from them white boys. Then when we see the black boys acting like the black, what the fuck? Nigga, what went on in your life to make you want to do that? We didn't educate them, we scolded them. Then we grew up and we started wearing all black. Why the fuck we wearing all black? We mimicking them. Only thing, we just didn't start painting ourselves up with black lipstick and lace and fishnet and spider webs and shit. Then we started doing that. Y'all follow me now? I'm finna show you how this shit evolved. After we started practicing emo in our older years, because we competed with the youngsters, now we into the DSME shit, where they wear the black leather and beat your ass, cut your finger off, and stick all kind of shit up in your ass and toes and tickle you with feathers and beat you with whips and tie you up with a gray tie and shit and leave you there for 3 days, come in, screw you, and run off. You don't know what's going on. You got to have a safe word. All that shit. It just escalated because we didn't know. Been there, done that. That shit stemmed from not having an identity. And we adopted something and it escalated to something else that we don't even know. But back to it. The young generation right now, their culture is animation. And there it goes back to this Asiatic influence. It's Japanese animation. Now they got Korean animation. You can tell the difference if you watch it a lot. It's drawn different. Japanese animation was a gold standard. Chinese animation looked at a little cartoonish, the bubble lips and shit. Now you got Korean animation. The watermarks are different. But every time the Korean is talking about video game popping into your motherfucking head, they promoting Elon Musk disk drive in your fucking brain. Digital upload. You die. If I'm wrong, y'all say Baron. I don't believe that shit. Go watch it. Watch one of them Korean animations. The Japanese didn't say that shit. The Koreans came up with this one. One day the lights go out. You die. You wake up. And when you wake up, a big screen pop in front of you. Do you want to select? Go. Start. You can upgrade yourself to this capacity, that capacity. That's what y'all want? Because if the brain don't have a sense of identity, purpose, or self, your ass can be programmed to do anything. That sound familiar, right? You wake up and you can choose which character to be. Gender specific, right? In the real world, your mama's sick in the bed. In that world, your mama living right next to you as your auntie as a cat reincarnated. So what's the fuck giving you to go worry about your mama, your birthing person here in the real world, when you got her right there in the video simulation just like you? I guess I'm talking too fucking much, right? I guess this shit gonna But that's what the youth facing. See, our ass, we too old. We wake up, we gonna know it's a video game, man. This motherfucking pop-up screen shouldn't be here, bitch. I know I'm either dead in hell in heaven or whatever. But the youth, they banking on it. They gonna choose to be this in this avatar, this capacity. Ghost in the machine. If y'all know, you know. People. Love who you love. Fuck on who you want to fuck on. Identify with who the fuck you want to identify as, what, and is. But at the end of the day, your ass will be reduced to nothing if you don't stand for something. You will be part of the collective and you will never exercise your demons. You will never do your shadow work. You will never do this. It's no instance that everybody on TikTok posing the same. I can't stand watching Instagram. I love it. I ain't get it twisted. I scroll up that motherfucker and see so many fine motherfucking women. I rank on my face. That motherfucker bad. Yay! And when you want to get off, okay, you done admirize that her body. Let me get off this bitch and scroll up. You see another one. You have to look and you blow the picture up, and yeah, boy. In 30 minutes of watching the same fucking avatar come up there and knowing the fuck you don't fuck with that type of woman, now you're fantasizing about having that type of woman. When the hell I seen a fine bitch in a goddamn cat suit that I thought was sexy? I'm one of them motherfucking Tamagotchi Fox broads. When the fuck, why the fuck I'm looking at 3 of that shit, 7 of that shit on my timeline? That ain't in my algorithm. I want to learn about Tartaria. But they pop that shit up to distract me. Nah, I'm saying, damn, what if I walk out the door and go to the mall and meet me old yiffin bitch? Old cat suit wearing motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be cool. Yeah. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. It'd be laying in the bed with a fucking animal. Go to a costume party dressed up like Catwoman, Cheetah Girl and shit. But I ain't finna fuck on it. But you see how they done programmed us to think I identify as a fucking cat. So now I'm a furry. Now I want to fuck on a goddamn fox. I ain't seen no Rottweiler mask. I ain't seen no pit bull mask. I don't see nobody dressed up like no motherfucking cane corso. I'm petty. Yeah, bring me a Rottweiler bitch. Dress her up like a Rottweiler and let her lay in the bed. I'm just talking shit, y'all. Woo! I'm just saying, though. People, your kids are going to go to the military. No, you will not keep your last born son or last born daughter. You are a birthing person. You are not a woman. You are not a mama. Deal with that shit. Y'all let that shit infiltrate you. If you identify as a man, you're too masculine and you don't like yourself, you don't like women, so you can't be a man no more. So you got to sit up there and say, well, I'm all inclusive. All the demons that you done acquired in your life is not because of your mama, your daddy, your father. 90% of that shit is not because of your family history. It is because you're trying to be so inclusive. You're trying to identify as the motherfucker next to you just to be inclusive. Nobody got a standalone complex. No more. Nobody can be themselves anymore, but y'all, they trick y'all ass. They done showed y'all the Black Mirror, and they done trick your ass thinking if you can name your fucking identity, not yourself. Keep in mind, it's 2 different things. If you can name your identity, that you are very much your own person, but your identity is part of everybody else's movement. I remember a time when a mama was a mama, a daddy was a daddy. And everybody mama was different and everybody daddy was different. Motherfucking mamas back in the day would curse your ass out of, don't tell me how to parent my motherfucking kid. Daddy, don't you talk to my child like that. You don't get the right to tell me how to parent my child. Now you're a birthing person. The government tell you how to parent them. DCF tell you how to parent them. Y'all get it yet? Do y'all get what I was saying, people? Y'all get what I'm putting down? Why do I feel like I'm in Jeopardy right now? Do 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 do. If they would have put a little more fucking jazz music to that Jeopardy song, bitch would have been right. Do 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 da 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 boom 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 boom. See, I used to think like that when grandma used to have me watching that bitch. I used to think like that, like they need to jazz this bitch up a little bit. And when I told my grandma, she like, boy, stop being disrespectful to the jet, stop being disrespectful to the jet, to the Alex Trebek man. Yup, he can really hear me, grandma. Yup, you're right. But I wasn't part of inclusive, so I got scolded. But that's part of being my generation. But I ain't gonna let y'all young people fail. If y'all listen to me, you're gonna get some insight. Hope you do. I'm here for you. Every sense of the word. Everybody, how did y'all like this talk? I think it was pretty cool. You're pretty angry. Yeah, I get it. Pretty twisted. I get it. I don't know if that's Arabic or what, but they got an Arabic motherfucker in that bitch. Arabico, Aramaic. Hiya, hiya. I'm finna read some of these comments. Hey, Baron, I listened to you and attended parenting classes. I just completed. Thank you. Sophie, don't let them take your babies now. Y'all get all them. I tell y'all, somebody get all your parenting classes in a book, because when they come knocking at your door to try to get your kid, oh, you need to take this parenting class. Nope, I got it. Boom, what? Oh, boom, show it to them. Bop, bop, bop. Well, leave my kids alone. Get the fuck out of here. These my children. Y'all better. I try to. So y'all just made me feel real motherfucking good. Thank you, Lily Rose Mystic. Great to see you too. The Ram that got her a boot thing. Oh, go ahead, Ram. You said everything I talk about too. I got you right, Davier. You know it, man. I guess I gotta be the unpopular cat to say it. Who y'all blocked that was funny? I just be talking. God is a mysterious. Close their ear. Pamela, what's up? I'm going back. Found a rather live screen from YouTube short. What's this all about then? I don't know, man. Mark George. They said I'm overthinking. I guess so. I guess I'll be the overthinker. Mark. You gonna have to trade the dude in already, Savina Steele. Come on now, get a man a chance. Damn. Dude say me and my monkey. I ain't gonna lie, I really do love these trolls. They be getting in their little jabs, but I love them. Captain Rex. Oh my God. Trolls are cool as fuck, man. Listen, it wouldn't be an internet without y'all trolls. I love it. Ra, it's not a Baphomet. It's the GOAT. It's because I'm the GOAT at tarot reading. If you scared of the Baphomet, you really shouldn't be on no spiritualist channel, man. Really shouldn't be on no spiritualist channel. Oh my God. Mariam's Pava and say, stop ignoring me. What are you trying to say? Miriam, what are you trying to say? Say it again. I'll read it. I'm paying attention now. I haven't seen your channel in a while. This algorithm is crazy. I know, Melly. I've been talking about the right shit. They ain't even been pushing me out no more. Saturn returning. Okay. My man. That's not my man, but that's my man. That's a song by one of them Glorilla people, I think. Raw is a troll, I know. Oh, I like the troll. Bro, drop that Baphomet knowledge, please. All right, before I go, y'all, before I get out of here, just for OC, let me help you out. So, people, real quick, for everybody out there that want to sit up there and say the Baphomet is that of the devil. So I'm finna give you a little history to it, and I'm finna give you the proper way you should look at it. Ah, shit, I gotta put these on. I've been in that hospital light a lot. So when we're gonna talk about the Baphomet, this for OC now. So the Baphomet, people, is a map. It's not an actual entity, it's a map. People want to sit up there and spook you the fuck out and say, oh, the Baphomet is an entity. Let's not be so fucking petty to say it's an entity. Your entities are your Baals, your Molochs, and all them other creatures and demons that's mentioned. The Baphomet is the embodiment of a map. If you look at the science behind it, 2 fingers up, 2 fingers down, as above, so below, as within, so without, etc. These are maps. These are direction, north, south. You sit down with the leg crossed. Take a look at the knees. Legs across, east and west. What do we do when we cross somebody? What's the two warring factions? They're going to always say that the east and the west are always going to fight. The north and the south never fight. These are directional energies that we go by. So we either going to settle in the north node, or the south node. These are maps. The Baphomet statue imagery is a map. Period. North, south, east, west. So when you want to get to the horn, these are antennas. Each horn represent duality. You're either going to go on the left brain, right? Left brain, right. You're either going to go on the left, the feminine side, masculine side, whichever one y'all call it. So let's talk about the ears. Let's talk about the ears. Notice when you look at a Baphomet, the ears are never pointed up. Now, I ain't never seen a goat in real life with the ears going straight sideways. So let me break it down. So you look at the two horns, each one of the horns up here, up top. This represent legs, the legs of a man. What can the legs of a man do? Of a humanoid. You can either go left or you can go right. Remember what I said about that brain? I'm finna break it down to you real good. Your brain, which brain do you stand on? Do you move with your left, which is where your heart at, which every man and woman should step with when they step out of anything, any ritualistic magic spell, or do you step with your right? Meaning you go into action, you go into war. This is just automatic. This is instinct. So these are your two legs. So let's go with the ears. The ears are representing your hands. The Baphomet ears back there, that's your hands. These are your hands, people. What can you do with your hands that you can't do with your motherfucking feet? I can choose to listen to what I want to listen to. I could choose to let me change the word, because having a vernacular in the spiritual occult is big. I can choose to accept what I want to accept, take in what I want to take in what I want to take in, grab what I want to grab. So these are your arms and your hands. So we done covered the legs, we done covered the arms and the hand. So let's cover this motherfucking mouth. Flip him upside down and you get the embodiment of a man. Now, why would you have to flip him upside down to get the mouth to talk? Because can he talk like this? But see, the reason why they chose the goat image to be the Baphomet as far as the man in the head, because you turn him upside down and you listen to any goat say backwards, it says, it will speak father. Did you know that? It will say abbot in Latin. Father. Meaning it calls out to heaven. Did I teach you something, OC? Play any goat sound backwards. It'll say abbot. It'll say father. That's a prayer, people. That's a Baphomet. It's not a demon. It's a map. It's a map of how you should navigate shit, your potential navigation in this world. Each part of it is a symbolic something. The more you know. Oh, what do I know? All right. Did I just teach you some? Mine's Aaron. Knowledge is the power. Knowledge is the key. And now y'all know, since I know y'all know, and we're going to keep it there. Everybody, don't be scared of the Baphomet. Don't let nobody turn you off on it. Now, you ain't got to fuck with it. Now, if you're scared, don't deal. But don't let nobody turn you off on knowledge. It's knowledge. Get all the knowledge you can, because at the end of the day, you're gonna need knowledge. Everybody else is supposed to have the knowledge except you. They want to scare you with Christianity. What if I told you that the Baphomet tell you to worship Jesus Christ? And now, oh yeah, that's a teaching for a whole nother day, people. The Baphomet pays very much homage to Jesus Christ. So you ever seen a rare picture of the Baphomet pointing at his heart? Now, every picture of Jesus Christ I ever seen, they pointed at the heart, right? But the Baphomet is the only picture that don't when he points at his heart that don't have the barbed wire, the crown of thorns wrapped around the heart. Why is a picture of the white man Jesus, Caesar Borgia, when he point at his heart and all the little pictures you see, there's a crown of thorns around the heart, meaning my heart is in pain, suffer unto me. But the Baphomet says, if you can look inside yourself and you can feel what your heart want to feel, you can navigate this world, these circumstances, your situation. See, it's all about how you treat yourself and how you feel. Now, I'm not advocating for one or the other. I like Southern folk magic. I know where I stand. But I'm just telling you, pay attention. Every picture you show me of the white Jesus Christ, even if you're turning black with dreads, he pointing at his heart and the barbed wire is still wrapped around my heart. That's suffering. That shows me whatever I love, I got remorse for. I got to suffer for. I hatred, I got pain. I can't let my heart be free. But the Baphomet point at that bitch and there's no thorn, there's no chain, there's no locks on it. He just saying this is an open heart, radiant. See, can you find a picture of the Baphomet pointing at the heart? It's a rare scene. You got to find that in certain books. But he's a map. The Baphomet is nothing but a map. How you should navigate this realm. The goat represents the man. That's why everybody could call themselves the goat. That's what I got back there. It's not the Baphomet. It's the goat. I'm the goat. I used to be a stallion. Oh, but I got old and I had to slow down a little bit. Dad joke. Boop, boop. Y'all will get it later. Y'all will get it later. Everybody. Oh, one more thing before I let y'all go. Look at my tongue, y'all. I ain't got no white shit on my tongue. Want me to tell you why? I stopped eating sugar. I cut out the motherfucking meat and juicing. So that sister who passed away in Africa, she told us what to do, and I followed that shit. And I ain't got that white shit on my tongue. That come from eating all that poison. Get them toxins up out your ass, people. Lay off the sugar. Eat a good diet. Slow down the meat consumption. Keep the sewer system clean in the body. Keep that colon proper. I want to at least go a whole month without wearing deodorant. But I still got toxins under my arm. Because they say it's people that don't even wear deodorant. They don't even smell, man. Could you imagine a nigga running around with no deodorant and he ain't stank? Whoa. I want to be that dude. Man, you know how much money I'm going to save on Right Guard? Shit. On Degree? Man, deodorant like $4 a stick. Man, been like... Boy, that $4 every 2 months gonna be that way. Y'all don't know. I'm finna get right on y'all ass. I'm finna get right. Y'all gonna hate me when I'm all healthied up and shit. Daryl said, "No, don't do it." Yeah, boy. Yeah, that's a long motherfucking way out there, baby. Hey, that's a long motherfucking way out, boy, because I refuse to smell myself, let alone let another bitch smell me. Nigga talk bad about you, man. Man, the Baron walked his ass up there smelling like 3-day-old cheese. This bitch knew better than that. Knew he was going to be in a circle talking about he all natural. Bitch need to hit some natural water. Fuck him. I ain't never going back to him. Y'all ain't finna talk bad about me. Fuck that. I gotta change out my wallet, man. I got one of them wallets where you can't steal my information from. Them EMF wallets and shit. Changing it out. Oh, not that card. Everybody, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and go. I was gonna go back to see my sister tonight at the hospital, but I'm not. It's 10. By the time I get there, it'll be a little too late. And I'll just get to see her for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I'll just get my ass up early in the morning and go check her out. Y'all pray for my sister. She coming through. She's out of her coma. I'll just announce it. She's out of her coma, but she's still hooked up to the machine and she got the tubes in her and they extracted all of the water out of her and everything. And they want to do one of them things where they put you on dialysis, but they want to go through the groin. and that's a, I don't know if that's a risky procedure. I'm not a doctorologist or nothing, but they trying to do everything to get the water out of her body. She had 9 ounces. I don't know how much is 9 ounces, but it's got to be this fucking bottle of Florida water. Damn, this bottle of Florida water is 7.5 ounces, but she had 9 ounces around her heart and her lungs, so they had to drain that shit off. So she got a big fight ahead of her, but they doing what they can. But she still got water in the kidney stored up, so they got to get that out. But they keep her sedated because they don't want to shock her heart. It ain't strong. But so that's what I'm going through with my sister. So y'all pray for me. It's a good thing. She's coming out of it. I'm there every day, 2-3 hours a day with her, sitting with her, talking to her, reminiscing. She can shake her head, yes or no, but she can't open her eyes or nothing. So the family just there around the clock, making sure she okay. So y'all say a positive prayer for me. And if y'all motherfuckers out there don't like me, don't say a fucking thing. Just let my sister live, man. Just let it go. But if y'all rock with me, say a positive prayer for me, y'all. I can use it. All right, everybody. Finna let you go. I'm the Baron, telling you guys to trust the you in the universe, because at the end of the day, that's all you got. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all. Soul Tribe people, go back and listen to this with your real ears and hear what the fuck I'm saying. Y'all be good. Have a good one.